Hello everyone, this is Gary Collins, creator of the Primal Power Method, and you are looking at a toolbox. Why am I looking at a toolbox? I want to show you some redneck engineering of mine. What I did with this utility trailer to save money. It's cheaper, a lot cheaper to get a rail utility trailer like this. What I did is I built my walls so I could have it higher. And this toolbox came from me wrecking another one, which I'll show you, which was farther up on this A-frame, which is the part where the camera's aimed here. You can kind of see where the other one sat, and it managed to give me a wraparound bumper on both sides of my truck. So that's what I get for that one, and ruined the toolbox. So I got a new one, plastic, and I created a platform for it out of wood because there is actually conduit for the electrical under there. So this is actually pressure clamped with washers, bolts, and locking washers. So it's on this bar here. You can see it, this square bar here. You can see it. It's channeled, but like I said, there is unfortunately conduit made out of steel right underneath it, so you can't drill and really put anything without putting very small bolts in there. And I did that, and it sheared off, and when I hit the bumper, that's when I knew, when the box flew on the ground and made a big crash. But yeah, I wanted to show it to you real quick. I've got some eye bolts in here on the side, and it's all reinforced on the inside so the plywood won't warp. And actually today, trying to find straight plywood is almost impossible. So I had to straighten it out by using 2x4s and some wood glue adhesive and screwing it in and kind of straightening the boards out as best I could. And here is another part of my genius. This actually goes up front. So this is the front piece that right behind the toolbox. What I use is wing nuts. I'm showing you right here. So I can pop this out. So what it does is it takes about 4 inches roughly of my space. So a 12-foot trailer, I can't get 12-foot sheets of drywall in there. So this allows me to pop this out, and I'll show you real quick. The screws, here's the sides here. You can see it came out pretty good. Sealed it up with some wood stain, darkened it so it didn't look like total crap. And so yeah, that piece right there will sit right in front, slides right in, and you can see the bolt holes on each side of this angle iron. And I just put it in with the wing nuts, hand tighten it with locking washers, and it's in place. It's not going anywhere. And it's got eye bolts at the top of it, you can see too. And those allow me to tie stuff down. So that's why I put those eye bolts in there. Can't put anything super heavy on there, but they'll do the job for moving stuff around. All right, guys, well, I hope that gives you some ideas. Oh, and how I attached this thing. It is plastic, so what I did in my genius way, hopefully you can see them here, those are actually roofing screws. So roofing screws have metal or rubber washers already in them, so I was able to seal and keep this thing watertight with using some materials I already had. Matter of fact, I made this whole stand, everything, bolts, I already had all this. I didn't have to buy a thing. Just had to buy a new toolbox because, like I said, I wrecked the old one. Hope this gives you guys some ideas on how to use some ingenuity on your utility trailer and make it a little more usable with some rails. But make sure to subscribe at Primal Power Method, YouTube / Primal Power Method, and feel free to hit me up my website, primalpowermethod.com.